In this video, we are going to talk about logical access control methods and data security methods. For that purpose, we already installed Active Directory controllers on our server 2019. And to open the Active Directory, we're going to basically go Tools, and then we're going to open Active Directory Users and Computers. When it opens, you can see that we already created a new forest called IT235DC1. And for the purpose of this video, we actually created a new organizations units. So I'm going to expand so you can see the new organizations units that we created as employees, external users, HR, IT, etc. How do we create an organization unit? By simply clicking on doing a right click on the forest and then new organization or organizational unit. And then it creates the organization unit. Now we also need to create a couple employees or a couple users. In this case, you can either create it under employees or you can also use the folder users. But in this case, I use the employees. So you right click, new user. And that's why you complete or create a user in Active Directory. After creating the users, so again, we're talking about data security methods. So for the purpose of this video, again, we are going to go to this PC, local DC, and then the root of the C, we're gonna create a folder. In this case, the folder that we create is called Promised Land. Inside Promised Land, we kind of like I did the same as we did on the forest by creating the same folders. So to test and grant access accordingly. First of all, we assign permissions for a folder. For example, for a folder HR, inactive, we basically, when we go over here and we select properties and security, we can see that we assign Sarah and give her full access to the folder. Now, again, we are talking about data security methods, and one of them is basically use an encryption method. In this case, we're going to use EFS to encrypt a file inside the folder. So EFS stands for Encrypting File System. EFS is used to encrypt an individual file and directory manually instead of an entire drive. I'm going to open a folder that we already create a file and encrypt it, but I'm going to show you where to find the thumbprint or the certificate for the file. So basically, to encrypt the file, you do right click over properties, and then you click advanced, and then you use the option encrypt the contents to secure this data. And then of course you click OK to apply, and that will encrypt the file. But I want to show you the certificate thumbprint. So you gotta go details, and you can see over here the certificate thumbprint for this file. So who has access to the encrypt file? Is that a question? Well, anyone who basically has access to the root folder will have access to the encrypted file. In this case, the file is in the HR folder, and when we go to the security tab, we can see that only Sarah, and the administrators have full access to this file. There is another type of encryption, but it's called BitLocker. So BitLocker is a full disk encryption software that encrypts an entire volume. BitLocker is used to protect sensitive data from falling into the wrong hands by encrypting the whole hard drive, in case of loss or stolen. There are also, when you think about data protection, you got to think about when you delete a file. For example, I know one of my friends, he said that he found a computer on the garbage. He picked it up and he was able to recover everything from the hard drive. That's why it's important that people think like by deleting the file, they're deleting everything, but no, they are only deleting a file. But there is another method called hard wipe. And the hard wipe basically, the difference between the soft wipe is the soft wipe only delete the reference of the file, while the hard wipe not only uh, deletes the file, but it deletes the entire directory, removes it, and then it overrides the file location, making it almost impossible to recover. As part of this video, we downloaded CC Cleaner, which has basically the tool to wipe a hard drive. And how we find the tool? Basically, we go Tools, Drive, drive Wiper, and inside the Drive Wiper, we can see the security and give you 4 different choices. Simple overwrite, advanced overwrite, and you can see 1 pass, 3 passes, complex overwrite, 7 passes, and very complex override, 35 passes. And this is what we can use. There are other tools like Eraser that can do the same. I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.